No one's gonna join because it's like midnight for most people. I don't even know. Like Vince and all of them, they're already asleep. Just where I am, it's not really nighttime. It's only 9 o'clock. It's just I ended the stream at that last Fibbage game. I ended up doing that. Let me turn this down a little bit. Oh my god. Sorry for so many vents. And, like, the problem is, I'm borderline not even allowed to make them. Because if I do, that's really bad. But this vent here is going to be the proof I need to put this whole situation to rest. Because they believe I am attention seeking with these vents, because it includes characters that represent them. I tried to explain, I do not ever call them by their real names. I never link anything about them. All I do is make a character based off of them, and nobody has any idea who they are, which is what I want. So, like, they got, like, one of my ex-friends now got mad at me for a vent that he wasn't fucking even in. He was just mad that I had people in it. And now I'm going to prove my point that they're just being kind of dumb. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this vent, which is just a remake of an old one, and it doesn't include a single person from this situation. And if they get mad at that, that's going to be all the proof I need to how much BS they're spewing. Well, I hope so. Because I want all this to end. It's been breaking me, and I don't want to be broken. I just want to be happy and animate my stuff. See, as a bit of background information, because I'm gonna be quite vague. Because I am so pressured. I have been so scared to even go on the internet because I know they might be out there to get me. Like, I know they're not, but it's that fear that they have given me. I have genuinely been getting scared of them. Because of just... Oh, hi, people. I've been genuinely getting scared. Yeah, this is some more sad boy hours. I have been genuinely getting scared of going on anything. I have made sure to block them all because they're going to rant about me. I know they are, especially one in particular. Because one of them I thought was reasonable, wasn't. He was just as dumb as the rest of them were. Because in this situation, there are about 5 people, not including myself would be 6, but there are 5 people, and in the last event I had, which I unlisted, it is now part of my playlist of events. You can still watch the video, but because, again, they swatted me for it, I didn't take it down, I just unlisted it. So right now, you can go watch it again if you want, if you ever wanted to. You can go and watch it in the events playlist I have. So... Oh, you're fine. In that song, what was the song I used? Actually, I forgot. Oh, it's this one. That is a song called This Hurts by Mindless something. I don't remember the rest of their name, but if you were to type in that, maybe like on YouTube, I'm pretty sure it'd come up. Or just This Hurts, it probably would just come up. You're fine, you're fine. I get asked all the time for the songs in my animations, and I always forget to put it in there. Hello, welcome to Sad Boy Hours. Like, the main thing, I don't want to be sad. I really don't. Like, I don't think anybody would be that nobody wants to be sad. I don't. But the main thing is, I want to be, thank you, that's who it was. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be sad anymore. I want to be happy for my small little fan base because they like to see all my happy stuff and not my edgy stuff. And, you know, I try really hard. Like, I've been making all of my, like, vent drawings. I made it on a separate privated Instagram account. I vent in my small little Discord server. I never vent publicly, except for on YouTube. But that's only because people want to see my animations. Ever since Stuff Is Way, I have been so pressured. To make something better. Because, like, I read through the comments all the time. I love every comment I get. But it's all of these on Stuff Is Way. On every single thing, they are saying how great it is. And it's not really that great. It really isn't, by quality. It really isn't. Like, that's just the truth. It was never meant to have good quality. It was a lip sync test. I used the meme Stuff Is Way as a lip sync test. I used simple characters like Vape and Voop to test a new style of lip sync. And that became so popular. I'm not even saying, like, oh, you shouldn't have. Like, that. I'm saying genuinely, that should not have become so popular. I am now known as just the Vaporeon Stuff Is Way person. And now my expectations have gone through the roof. And nothing will be as good as Stuff Is Way. And that's just probably just how it's going to be. No matter how hard I try, I've made so many different things that I've hoped so much would be better. But never is it better than Stuff Is Way. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And the vents are also kind of that, because I have this pressuring I need to make stuff all the time. So I feel like I need to post these vents so I have at least something. I don't even want to be good. I just want something that I can be known for. That's not just some dumb lip sync test. It's so dumb, and I should not be known for this. I want to be known as, like, like, hang on, where's, like, when I can use an example? Like, maybe not this one. Like this one, maybe, I don't know. Like, this animation, I've put so much effort into to make it look appealing. And I was hoping that would be was even a gift for a friend because they were moving away and they're having a really tough time. It never became more popular. Oh, sorry. Yeah, like, that's just, like, a little bit of my issue at the moment. Because, really, at the moment, it's about not being accepted and mainly being lied to for years. Well, that's sweet. Thank you. Like, I've kind of mentioned about my actual situation I've been in for a little bit, but some people don't know. But literally, this whole situation I'm in with certain people, which again, I am basically held at gunpoint to not say a single word. But I have found, by using, like, literal law to prove my point, that I can say some things without literally being in trouble. So, as looking it up, I know what I can and can't say. So, what I can't say, also I've gotten a small agreement with them with this, I cannot say their names. I never did say their names. I gave them nicknames like Panda and Cookie and Revless. And the funny thing is, they get mad at me for making those nicknames, but it would be even worse if I said their names, because then people would know who they are. So, I will not go too in-depth of my, it's alright. I'll archive this stream anyway, so if anyone cares to come and watch it later, if they want to see the rest of me ramble, then you can, I guess. But, they were my main friend group I had, like the gang. I trusted them with everything because they were just like me, and I thought they were just, radical people, I just thought they were really cool, and they were really cool. So, as a kind of, let me see if I can show what I mean. Here, I'll use this video to show my point on each of these guys. But let me check something real quick. Alright. The blue one here, his name is Cookie. This is what I've called him. Again, I will not say his name because I literally cannot say that. A little bit of backstory with him. He did feature in other events, but he looked a bit different. Instead of this hamster design, he had more of a dragon look. And now in my event characters, I've represented that when whoever's the main person, the problem, they're represented as a dragon, so that's why he's not a dragon anymore. But I've had a horrible situation with him in the past, but we were totally cool. And with most of the people I'm going to say, they just randomly turned on me. And the same goes for Cookie. We were pretty chill after everything that happened. And then he just, boom, was on the other side. And I don't even know what happened in between. Was there some fucking meeting that I missed or something? I don't know, but that happened. Okay, the green one. There's actually two green ones, but one's a dark green and this is the light green one. I call this one Panda because he's a panda, but Again, I will not share their names. This person is, obviously, Vince is amazing. But Panda, oh my god. He's probably my oldest friend I have. We've been friends for about 3 years now. And he was the only friend I really needed because he kind of saved my life back in school. I had no friends. I would have, really short ones, and they'd break up with me because I'd be too, whatever problems I had. And, he was the only one that actually stuck and wanted to hear me talk. He was the first person I ever vented to, and he's just an amazing person. I don't want to start crying while talking about him because he just means so much. And how is he part of this situation? Technically, he isn't, but that's why he's a part of it. All of these people are dragging him in here and trying to get him on the other side. Yet, well, one, he wants to help me out because they're basically lying, but also he's being pressured to go on their side. So one thing I'm very pissed about is that they're trying to take control of him as well, which is not good. So, wait, this little orange boy. I call this one Beaver, if it's not obvious, because he's a beaver. So Beaver is the most unexpected. He was not supposed to be of this whole gang, ever. Let's just say he has quite the big bias towards Revless. Both Cookie and Beaver both have a very high bias towards Revless. Beaver is very, very sweet. He's super kind, very sensitive. So he's another one I was really confused. He randomly just turned on me and started to hate me. It didn't really make much sense to me. And then, where is he? This yellow boy. Here is one that should not have been involved to begin with. I call him Fox because he's a fox. But we're going to call him Fox. He is the one right next to Panda I definitely believe is lying about being on this other side. And that's because this certain person I have known ever since I was born. We will call this other person who is not shown here, I call him Cheetah. But me and Cheetah are cousins, but because of my family tree, we are actually more like brothers. Not brothers, but just siblings. I can word things right. We are closer as siblings than cousins. He's literally a brother from another mother to me. Fox here, just because of, parents being friends, we were paired together ever since we were born. We were the, unbreakable trio. So it makes absolutely no goddamn sense that he would just leave like that and go on to the other side and not want to hear a word I say like everybody else did. It's like they're joining some cult or something. It didn't make any sense to me. So I definitely see that part of the things that they're saying isn't true, or at least it shouldn't be. And it's like Revless is some god to them. I don't know what he's done, but something he's done has made them just believe everything he says and not believe a single word I say. Here's my current situation. I went and told Panda, because I was happy, I told Panda about Vincent, about my new partner, because I was just happy that I was moving on finally from Revless. and I was very happy and excited for a new experience. And I told him, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool." And the next day, 3 other people come to me, and they say, "So who's this Vincent guy we've heard about?" Somehow, like, Panda, I don't think said a word. Either they just found out through something, I don't know, but somehow they knew about Vincent. And just because, them being them, it's just how their personality is, they were asking a lot of questions and then being like, "Oh, you go, yeah, you're doing good there, Buster," or whatever they said. They were pretty normal. Yeah. Like, they were doing the normal reactions, like, "Oh, you go, Neon, yeah, whatever." And they were happy. And I remember to tell them, never let Revless know, because I was scared what he might say. Because I've gotten over Revless. I don't want to be with him anymore. I've just lost those feelings for him. But I was scared on what he could possibly do. I didn't want to take the chance, because it could probably hurt Vincent a lot. And I didn't want to. They didn't want that to happen to him. So I told them, just never mention it to him if you can. And it went well for about a day or two, until I joined a party, and like an Xbox party, to talk to them, just, hang out, play Minecraft or whatever. And Revless later joined. The thing was, I blocked him, so I couldn't hear him, and he couldn't hear me. That's just how it worked on Xbox. And he was asking why I did that, and I came with a very sophisticated answer. The reason why was all because I just wanted to get over it more. Because all I was worrying about was just the guilt of what happened and how we broke up to begin with. So, all I wanted was maybe an extra week of silence from you so I can get better and hang out with you again without having this guilt on my back. It all made sense in my head. I did this for my own mental health. I was hoping he'd understand, because he's the kind of guy that doesn't care about what's going on ever. So I thought he'd be fine. But, he's fine with everything. That's the reason why we broke up to begin with, because he didn't care about anything. But the thing was, the second I said that, he fucking lost it on me, giving all these reasons on why I shouldn't have blocked him on anything, because I did block him on everything. Stream died. Yeah, there'll be occasional times where it just dies. So, oof. Okay, anyway. Yeah, he just lost it on me in this one day. And it made no sense. And the thing was, because there was other people in this party, I expected that everybody else would be like, whoa, chill. You're never like this. No, they went along with it. And they backed him up on what he was saying, spewing this BS on why I shouldn't have blocked him. And it was so strange. And the thing is, Panda was there too. And he was just as confused as I was, because these 3 never acted this way. These 3 being Revless, Beaver, and Cookie. They have never acted this way in our lives. And they acted like they were fine. Like what they were saying was complete truth. And there were some things that made sense, like that's a little rude, but I will try to explain to him it is for my own good. Because I know there is some stuff wrong in my head, and I need to try to just let that heal sometimes. And that's what I tried. But he didn't like it. And it's strange. That's the one time he's ever done that. So, I found that really odd. So I investigated a little bit. I tried to figure out what was wrong, and if I said anything, did they find out something about Vincent? Whatever. The next day. Yeah, I know, right? The next day, they come mad about something else now. They have completely forgotten about what happened the night before. They have come here for one thing, and that is to harass Vincent. And obviously, trying to be as civil as I can, asked, why? Like, obviously, harassment's not good. It's really not. But I at least want a reason. If it is an actual reason, I obviously won't respect them for it, but the thing will make sense. Like, I will get their perspective. That's all I wanted. But they refused to give me an answer on why. Finally, I got it out of one of them, and that being Cookie. And he explained a lot. And what he said kind of broke me for a while. But basically, they were hating on him because he was trans. That was it. For some reason, they thought that was completely okay. I am fine with people having their own opinions. But they were saying extremely hurtful stuff that I don't want to say in those DMs, and I was sent them by Vincent, and I have deleted them because I didn't want to read them anymore because they were very hurtful. There was a small misconception as when I got it. There was only one person that actually hurt him. Vince came to me on this day and said, "Hey Neon, there's these people that are harassing me. Do you know these people?" And 4 out of the 5 people I recognized. Actually, technically 3, but I'm going to get to that in a second. Out of the 3, one of them was Fox, and one of them was Cookie. And I was like, what? Like, what are they doing? They wouldn't say that about you. I went to go confront them. Later found out the truth. My thing died again. Okay, we got our connection back. Okay, good. So, I got more information about what happened. And basically what happened was that Fox and Cookie did nothing wrong. And they didn't. I was sent proof. They didn't do anything wrong. But what I was told from them, they went to go DM... Well, actually, they went to go follow Vincent. And then they got blocked immediately. And came to me, calling him a douche, and calling him all these mean words on why did they block him. Or why did he block them? And I went to go ask Vincent about it. And the reason why he did was because they all joined at once because one person was harassing him. And at the same time that person followed him, 4 others did. And he got scared. And he went and he blocked all of them just to be safe. I went to go confront them about this, and I could tell they were lying. They were trying to cover up that somebody that they knew was the one harassing him. That one person being Revless. Revless is a very understanding person. He won't do anything for a reason. He's very sophisticated in his mind. So what in the goddamn world would even get the courage to go and confront this man? just to harass him. That is something Revlis never does. He is reasonable enough. It didn't make any sense to me. It didn't. But that is where I lost it at Revlis, because I was given screenshot proof on what he said. And yeah, he said a lot of not very nice trans-related words. Also making fun of him being, panromantic and all of that. And it wasn't very nice. And I was pretty mad. I'm completely fine with people's opinions. But geez, you do not need to come full force to say your opinion. You can keep it to yourself. And that's what Panda does. Panda is overly Christian, but he keeps his opinions to himself. He still sees Vincent as a person, which is very nice. So, I appreciate him for that. But for everybody else, fucking Revlis is atheist. I don't know why he's so pissed. That's what really thought it was weird, because he wasn't, against it or anything. I get Beaver and Fox and... well, maybe not Fox. And Cookie, because Cookie and Beaver are pretty Christian as well. Fox is not really. It was very, very odd for a couple of people to be doing that. They must have just really hated the kind of people. Now, here is the motherfucking tea, okay? This is where it gets real bad, because this is where I finally realized, and what really, really broke me, that they have been lying about me this entire time for the past maybe 2 or 3 years we've even known each other. I have realized that ever since maybe 6 months, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I have been lied to. That whole time. That is around the time I came out to them as being all the things of being panromantic, bisexual, and non-binary. I thought one of my parents was about to come in here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, sorry for also the crappy connection. That's gonna happen a couple times where it just disconnects like that. Okay. Alright, there we go. We're good now. That took a while. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna draw a bit while I say all this. So, here's the tea. I came out to them only about 4 or 5 months ago about all my LGBT stuff. And guess what? Like I expected, because they're all pretty chill, they didn't care. They referred me by the pronouns I liked. They just appreciated me for who I was. And that's what made me much closer to these people. I was very happy and accepted. All until they started lashing out at Vincent for being trans. The second they did, and Vincent went and not attacked them back, but explained to them back what everything was about. The day afterwards, they stop attacking Vincent, and they start obliterating me. You know why? Because I was non-binary. That was why. And that's when I knew that there was something wrong here. There was something not being added up. That's when I knew. Because they were completely fine before, and then out of nowhere, they despise me with every cell I have in my body because of how I feel in my brain. It didn't make any sense in my head, and I actually took a second to think about what was going on. And I think now They have been lying. My stream won't stop breaking. It's being mean. Like, a little small, like, side story about something similar is, I'm planning on getting my hair cut to make my hair shorter and give it a more stylized look that doesn't look masculine nor feminine. And I'm very excited for it, but ever since I'll by his dead name, which is quite mean, and they will always refer to me as a she, refer to him as a she, and instead will call us gay, but that's still bad to them because, you know, gay is not good in the Bible, I guess. So they'll still be pissy at us no matter what. So I have just been somewhere else lately. I honestly don't even know myself. It's something else. They would go on saying, and I would come and just say, with all my honesty, something is wrong. What really pissed you off so much? Because it just seems out of nowhere you act this way. And I would ask, like, Cookie this. And he would come out and say, no, you're the one that's changing. You're the one that's different in there. And, I would say, but why? And they would respond, you're getting so defensive over Vincent. Vincent is changing you. Don't you see? He's changing you for the worse. We're trying to protect you. Blah, 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 whatever the hell they say. And here's the thing. Here's a little thing we like to call common sense. You protect the people you care about. That is just weird. That is wired into our brain. That is just how it is. That's just how life is. Stream died again. Sorry about that. That's gonna happen a couple times. But let me fix that arm actually. I am a person that will defend any person even if their background isn't good. Because it's just in my blood. I protect people. And like, not even just people I care about. I don't protect anybody. And I will protect them for a good reason. If they're being attacked for a good reason, I will look into it more and see if that's the truth. In this case, of course, Vince is being attacked for a very dumb reason. He shouldn't be attacked. Hell, he shouldn't even be noticed by them. I expected them to not even care. Like, it's not even like, not saying like they won't care about him at all. I'm just saying like, it's my life. They won't come into my personal life. That's just how they are. You know, they keep to themselves. So it's weird that they would go full ballistic when it's just like one person that they're never gonna see. He lives all the way in West Virginia. I live here in California. We all live here. All these people live in California. Vincent is across the states. There is no way they're gonna be even able to see and probably hear from this person. I just mentioned their name and what kind of person they are. And they are just all over it. The thing it just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. And the thing is, I'm a person that wants to like give another chance. I shouldn't. But it's there. That feeling is there. I really want to because it doesn't seem right. All of this doesn't seem just at all. It seems like just a war zone back and forth. That shouldn't have never happened. Like, all I need him to do is just don't care about Vincent so much. Like I just said, they're a guaranteed, like 99.99% chance they are never gonna hear or see from this person. Only me. And they are just all over it. It is like they want to find something to blame me for. That always seems what happens in our small little dramas that happen. Back when I used to heavy quote-unquote date Cookie in the past, that drama led to everybody pointing the fingers at me. Every single situation I've ever gone with these people ended up with all of them pointing the fingers at me. And because I don't want to start any more fights, I would just say, okay, I did the bad here. And even though I didn't do it, let's take an example from a certain period in my life where basically I knew this person. I have never given them a name, so we're just going to call them Fourth, because that's the vent name I've been giving them for a while, but I'm not upset about them anymore. We've completely crossed paths, which is the good thing. So we'll refer to him as Fourth, like FTH, so Fourth. So Fourth was one person I dated, and things went downhill because he believed I was cheating on him because he heard some rumors about me talking to somebody else. Here's the truth. Because they only saw, they never got to hear my side of that story. Yes, I was talking to somebody else. Yes, we were talking in a certain way that Fourth would not have liked. But there was a reason why this even happened. It was because when I first met him, he became very obsessive and really wanted to date me. But I went with Revless, and we know how that went down. He was not happy. Cookie wanted me so badly. And the thing was, this is before I got with Revless, this is when I was still with Fourth. Cookie would try so hard, and he got so obsessive that he got possessive. And he did very bad things verbally to me. So much harassment. I've never gotten more harassment from one person ever. Basically, he said all this stuff and peer pressured me to do so much stuff that I didn't want to do. Well, here's the real reason why. Sorry, the connection again. The reason why I didn't do anything in that situation was because of the consequence I was given if I didn't do said thing at said time. If I didn't do it, he would verbally harass me even more, and even threatened at one point to dox me. And that he knew the general area on where I lived, and after a while, he knew exactly where I lived. He knew almost everything about me. It was really scary. And when I went with Revless, he was literally inches away and pressing the button and sending that to the whole world. And that was horrifying. Like I mentioned before, me and Cookie are on good terms now because he has forgiven about what happened. And I'm pretty sure, I'm almost guaranteed, he doesn't have all his pictures anymore. We don't feel that way for each other anymore. He never felt that. Well, I never did. But he doesn't have pictures anymore. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. And, on Fourth's side, he only heard that I was possibly cheating on him. And, he didn't want to hear what I had to say, and he left. And imagine all of my situations I get into are basically just reactions of that. They're reenactments of exactly that. Something happens. They don't hear the situation right. I say the real reason why it happened, and either one, they don't listen to me, or two, they don't care what I have to say. They want to get an answer as fast as possible, so they won't listen to me. Or they won't listen to the more reasonable answer, because they think mine sounds stupid, and also they're quite toxic. So, this situation I'm currently in is very related to that. So, it's not very nice. I really wish I could be treated better. I now don't have any more IRL friends because all those people were the only ones I had. So now I'm stuck with having who I have here on my YouTube channel, some on my Instagram, and some on my Discord. They are the only people I have. The thing is, I mentioned Panda was a very good person. And actually, while I talk, I'm going to draw him. Like his little character I've drawn. The thing about Panda, he is different. He is not like the others. He never has been. He was never completely, do I dare say, brainwashed by the others. He actually was reasonable. Even though he doesn't want to be biased. He isn't. He is on my side because of literally by the facts. I have so much proof that shows what they're saying. All of this quote-unquote proof they have is just made up bullshit to try to convict me and Vincent of being like fucking, I don't know, murderers. Because like in one video of Vincent, he wore like this upside down cross and they went ballistic on him about that. They also pointed at him for, making furry stuff. They pointed at him for having one demon character, which again, just like the LGBT thing, I have had a demon character, and they knew about my demon characters longer than they do Vincent, but they attacked Vincent instead. It didn't make any sense. Because, I don't even know their motive. Why did they want to attack Vincent so much? Even though it's the upside down cross that Murdoch wears. I tried to explain to him that's from a character from a music album. That's from a character. It's not like they're trying to worship Satan. They really aren't. They're just wearing an accessory. From a cartoon character. It honestly wasn't that bad. And it's just a necklace. It's not really that bad anyway. Again, it doesn't make any sense why they care about his life so much. It doesn't make... You're gonna hear me say all the time, it doesn't make any sense, because this all doesn't make any sense. Nothing adds up. The proof is just all over the place. Because some of it is true, some of it is fabricated, and some of it is just complete lies. Like some faked screenshots, and faked testimonies, and whatever. There has been a lot of stuff, and it's been so hard to validate which one is real, and which one is fake. I have been in a train wreck, because all I want to do is fix it. And speaking about Panda again, and how he's different, he's actually trying to help the situation. What he's doing is he is on my side as a detective here, trying to figure out what's actually going on. What are they hiding? Because, like I mentioned before about the whole trans thing, about them being mad at him and out of nowhere being mad at me, there is definitely something going on here. On why out of nowhere they would be attacking one and then the other. So it's good that I am not completely alone. I was alone for the whole thing, except for right now, because at the moment we're trying to figure this out together in a way. The sad thing is, we're not really getting anywhere. No, you're fine. It's just friend issues and trying to figure things out. And because of them, the small little thing, I have been having another identity crisis because I don't know what I am. Because I am being pressured because right now I am quite confused on what I am, because the thing is, I can speak. No, I can't speak. I completely forgot what I was going to say. It's nice to ask people actually defend me, because you can imagine I felt quite alone with all this. I'm very confused. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think Panda's gonna stop being friends with those people. He's very close to them. And I think no matter how biased he might be towards me, he's going to still hang out with them, which might be a problem, and again, might start fire at one point. really hope so. They were great people. I don't know what happened. Like, I want to give them, like, the benefit of the doubt, because I feel very bad. I always want to see the good both sides, you know? And it feels really bad. I don't want to, just bombard them. Like, another big thing that happened, small little side story, is that, another thing that they would always, even before all this, just mention to me before, that they called me an attention seeker. And I will admit, in my past, by past I mean years ago, before I even knew these people, I was an attention seeker. But now I am not anymore, ever since the whole Revlis situation. I have matured drastically, and I see getting attention is such a bad thing now. And I don't want it anymore. I don't want this negative attention anymore. I did before, now I don't. So, they will always pick on my rants and my vents. Like recently, Revlis went and just spammed one of my Instagram posts, which I re-uploaded my vents, which is still up on here, so you can still watch them there. But I did have to put them on a separate playlist and be unlisted because of all of that. And they would get super pissy at me, calling me attention whore, because I'm just, spewing this stuff out. Which, like I mentioned before, 1, I never mention their names. 2, I make their designs look like them, but no one would know who they are. 3, I never mention, like, hey, here's their account on blah, 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 go attack them. I say every single time, this is a way to let out my emotions, this is not really how I feel, and so on and so forth. And they will call me an attention whore. And here's the thing. Now they get karma up their ass. Because now they're doing all this for attention. Because look what it's doing. It's making attention. They made this whole thing make attention. So I could cover it as I am now. And here I am, covering it. But they basically would say, I'm an attention seeker, and I say, no, I'm not. They make me very sad by some other thing that happens. And then I would cover it like I am right now. And then they would use that and say, see, you're telling the whole world about it. You are an attention seeker. Which all I'm doing is letting my small little fan base know what the hell is going on. Because a lot of the time they want to know what's going on. Oh, the song is, it's in Russian, so I don't remember what it's actually called. But, yeah, actually I wish I knew. some of it I think I do deserve, because I will admit I was not a good person before, but this time I actually have a chance to defend myself. And no bedtime. I am tired as fuck, but I don't want to go to sleep. I want to animate this thing. What is it? It's 10:26 for me right now. It's pretty dark outside. Yeah, but I mean, I definitely have improved. I just have, like, the main thing that's wrong with me, I'd say, is my, like, emotional problems. Like, I'm not just saying, oh, I'm a teen, I'm moody, ha ha ha. No, it's like, no, I'm talking, like, major emotional problems. I'm not just saying, like, oh, I cry a lot, ha 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 ha. Pity me. No. You don't have to pity me for this, but to be honest, I have a big problem with not being able to stay happy, like, or being able to stay any emotion. I can't control them at all. Because I would be, happy one minute, like, let's say I'm at an amusement park, and then, literally, I cannot control it. I don't know what happens in my brain. I cannot control it. The second, like 1 second, I'll be happy, something clicks in my brain, and then boom, I'm, like, super sad. And then maybe later on, boom, something cracks again, and then I'm very paranoid, and I'm just scared about everything. After that, boom, I'm happy again. Then, boom, I don't know, I get really sick, whatever. And, I think one part goes to me just being a teen. I've only been diagnosed with MDD, but as I know, because I didn't hear much about the doctor, and they were being very vague, but they said I had MDD, they said I had social anxiety, like any kind of anxiety, she's just an anxiety-filled person, and I had some kind of thing wrong with my emotions, but I was never told what it was, and I still have no idea what it was, and I don't know if I will know what it is. Oh, MDD is major depressive disorder. Hello. Basically, like, to sum it up, what MDD is, I basically have just depression, but it is both medical and emotional. So, like, there is something wrong with my brain, but it also comes from emotional things that have happened. So, like, breakups and things that happened, like, back in the past, physical trauma, because I've hit my head many times, which actually might have been the big problem why I act the way I do. It makes you more I'm very tired too. Oh wait, I just realized I have to... Let me actually fix that so we get a seizure. No seizure part. Because that was in the original. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me, to be honest. I don't know if I ever will know. but it's really just I can't stick to one emotion. And the thing is, I feel really bad for my parents because they would do everything they can to make me happy, and it wouldn't work because I can't control how I feel. So they would give me some gift, and I would be in my sad mood, and I just can't feel it. I just can't feel the happiness. Like, I'll be like, let's say, like, my parents give me, like, a new toy. I would be very excited, but I wouldn't look like it, and I wouldn't really feel like it. My brain would be like, oh, yes, this is the thing I've been wanting. But the emotion that just comes out is just, like, sadness or whatever. That's not... And, what just comes out is not the emotion I want. It's like my brain and whatever my brain makes emotions aren't communicating. They never are, and I don't get it. Yeah, I can never fit in from that. And I don't get it. And I don't like it. And I've been too scared to go back to a doctor about it. So I just live with it. Alright, seizure. There we go. I missed that part. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Another thing I've been upset about is that, with Vince, because Vincent has so much stuff going on in his life. Like, you're hearing me. No, I sound like a wuss compared to him. I will never say what actually happened to him in the past because something happened that was not very good. And, he's been traumatized by many things in the past. He struggles with life a lot worse than I do. And the thing is that hurts the most. How would I try? No, you're fine. This is a little safe place. Anybody can vent here. I have a lot of panic attacks, and the thing is, as a kind of visual, I am a very small person. I am 14 years old, about to be 15 in a couple months. I am 5'1". I think I might be 5'2" by now. I had a small eating disorder, so I'm super pale and I'm super skinny. Like, if you were to take your, like, any hand, and you take your pointer finger, or any finger, you can put your whole hand around my wrist. I am so small. I am such a small person. My hands are so tiny. But the thing is that medically I can't handle very much stuff because of how like delicate and small my body is. So a thing I have a problem with, when I get a panic attack, I throw up every single time from the shock. And the thing is, my body's not good at handling throwing up because I always need nutrients in my body or I'll be sluggish and dead all day because I have no energy. When I throw up, that means hell for the next couple days because I will feel so sick after that. So basically, getting a panic attack for me means pain for the rest of the day because my throat would be completely burned because I would throw up so violently. And it sucks because I don't want all that.